Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama
Chaiva Narottamam
Devi Saraswati Vyasam
Navojaya Mudiraye Ashtaprayeshu Vadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Tir Bhavati Naishtaki Mokam Karoti Vachalam Langate Girim Yatamayam Nambe Ekuditaryam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Vanchataru Kalvishcha Pata Sindhu Evacha Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya. Bhoktaram yajna tapasa Sarvalokameshwarim Suhridam sarvabhutanam Yatanam shanti mruchyati Bhoktaram yajna tapasa Sarvalokameshwaram Suhridam sarvabhutanam Yatanam shanti mruchyati
Bhoktaram yajna tapasa
Sarvalokameshwaram
Sudam sarvabhutanam
Atva mam shanti mruchyati
Bhoktaram yajna tapasa Sarvalokameshwaram Surdam sarvabhutanam Jatva mam shanti mruchyati
Bhoktaram. Our elders are well-wishers, family members are well-wishers. But over a period of time, initially when the relatives also will be our well-wishers, but gradually what happens in this material world, people will gradually part away with people. Only finally you realize that only the parents are your well-wisher, and then very few people in this world are there who are your eternal well-wishers. But with Krishna, our connection is forever. Krishna is our eternal well-wisher. Janma after janma after janma. Whatever body we are in, whichever body we take, Krishna is going to be, our connection with Krishna is eternal. So, and he is telling that he is the ultimate beneficiary. So not only is our well-wisher, whatever sacrifices we do, whatever austerities we do, everything that we do, it's going to Krishna. And he is the only enjoyer. The problem with all of us in this material world is, why Krishna, we come into this material world? Because we wanted to lord it over material nature. We wanted to enjoy it ourselves. We thought that independent of the Lord. So long as you are enjoying with the Lord, it's an absolute blissful state. The moment we start enjoying ourselves, independent of Lord, without giving the due thing, sacrifice to the Lord, then we are in miserable state. Our constitutional position is that we are part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna has told us, Mame Vamso Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhut Sanatana, Mana Sarvani Siddhani, Prakriti Sthani Karshati. He told that all this, every living entity is part and parcel of mine. So, but our constitutional position is, Lord is the master and we are the eternal servant. Our constitutional position is, we are always connected to Krishna. The moment we are not connected to Krishna means our misery starts. It is just like, what is the comfortable position for a fish to be in the water? The moment fish is taken out of water, it will be in a very, very miserable condition. That is exactly the condition of all living entities, like us. If we are connected with Krishna, we are in a good state, like the fish in the water, swimming nicely, comfortably. But the moment we are out of water, or the moment we are not in Krishna consciousness, means our position is that of a fish. We cannot survive in this material world for long. And our survival, if whatever is there, is in a miserable condition. So Krishna says here that I am your benefactor, I am your eternal well-wisher, and I am the actual supreme enjoyer. But here you are like, when you want to lord it over material nature, what happens? You become a competitor to Krishna. So we are no match. No? Krishna is supreme, and we are just he's Vibhu Atma, we are Anu Atma. We have no value in front of, say, 100 crores. What is 1 rupee? So that is also a very small example. The Lord is so great that not even 1 in 1 million, 1 in 1 billion also we cannot compare. So Lord is so great. So our situation will be, only when we are connected with Krishna we can be in good condition. And Krishna is saying that all that sacrifice, whatever you do, should be done. In the 9th chapter, Lord has told, no, whatever you do it as an offering unto me. Et karoshi yadashnasi, et joshi jadasya, et tapashyasi kaunteya, tat purusham madhakam. Whatever you do, whatever sacrifices you do, anything you do it as an offering unto me. And here Lord is saying that I am the one. Whatever your sacrifices you are doing, I am the enjoyer. Anything you offer to Krishna.
This is a very important shloka. This reminds us that we are not the people in charge here. We always have a feeling that I am in charge. Many people even openly say that. In this office or in this household, I am in charge. So whosoever actually understands this shloka, they will clearly come to know that I am not in charge, somebody else is in charge. That sort of humbles you. You will become very humble. When you know that you are not in charge, you become very humble. You tell a taxi driver in Bahrain, take right, he will say Inshallah. You say take left, Inshallah. Are you coming, you ask anybody, everything will be alright, he will say Inshallah. So, okay, they will say that, but they don't mean it. At least they say. But we don't even say that. We think that I am in charge. So, I was telling the other day, 3 kind of people can never become free from stress. One is those who are always trying to control others. The second is those who are trying to achieve perfection in everything they do. The third is those people who want to enjoy unlimited enjoyment in life. Anything and everything they do, they want to get enjoyment. kind of people can never be happy in this material world. So we should give up this habit of controlling others. That doesn't mean that, see, in an office, of course, we have to have a little bit of control, but in our heart of heart, we should believe that I am not the person in charge. There is a higher entity. Now, who he is keeping all the living entities under his shelter, and he is protecting them. An elephant also gets his food, and an ant also gets his food. So, what are we talking about controlling? And the laws of material nature, they are only under the control of the Supreme Lord. For example, earthquake, tsunami, volcano, do we have any hurricane? Do we have any control over them? We cannot, we simply don't have. But we think that I am in control, I am in control. This is the illusion. So we have to come out of this illusion that I am under control. So when we see, it is from your mouth you can say, oh, I know I am not in control, Krishna is in control. Very easy to say. But do I really firmly believe that I am not at all in control? You ask this question to yourselves. It's very easy to say from the mouth. Oh, Krishna is, like I told you, the taxi drivers, inshallah, inshallah, they will say. But do they really mean it? So when you probe yourself and look into your heart, you still feel why only Krishna should enjoy, why only he should enjoy like that, why I should also not be enjoying like him, independently, no holds barred, I should be enjoying nicely. We all have this feeling, right? We all have this feeling. I should be in charge, I should enjoy this life, but as Prabhuji rightly said, you are entitled only to perform your duty. You are not entitled for the fruits of your action. That is his sweet will. You perform your duty nicely, whether he gives the results or not, it is his sweet will. And 99.99% of the times, whatever duties you perform, you get the result. If you have answered 30 marks out of 100, there is every possibility that you will get 35 out of 100. The examiner who examines, if you have answered 30 questions, 30 marks you got, you will add 5 grace marks and you will pass it. Same theory applies in spiritual life also. None of us can become very perfect and demand from Krishna, come on, I have done everything perfectly, now you give me mukti or liberation. Now you cannot demand it. That is his own sweet will. And trust me, we are not even able to score 10 out of 100 also. That is our position. We are lacking in everything. There is no determination, there is no concentration, there is no focus, there is no vairagya, there is no bhakti. Everything we are zero only. But out of his causeless mercy, if Srila Prabhupada used to say, my Guru Maharaj, he was such a great person, even if he calls a dog and he empowers it, it will become a great sight. Prabhupada used to say that to Bhakti Siddhanta. So, out of his causeless mercy, our Guru Maharaj is almost Jagatayak Swami. He has called us. He said, I am initiation. You become initiated. That is your only purpose. That is what we have. So, out of his causeless mercy, he has given us a new name, a new life, and new responsibility. So that we have to, with full determination, we have to follow. Otherwise, our position is very miserable in this matter. Very, very miserable. We are bound by our desires. Like, for example, a person who is addicted to heroin. Heroin addiction is the worst addiction one can have. There is no way you can come out of that addiction. And our addiction for sense enjoyment is worse than that addiction. If a heroin addict can come out of his addiction, that is possible. But for a human being to come out of his addiction for sense enjoyment is very, very difficult. In spite of getting so much of repeated instruction, still we want to enjoy our senses. Okay? Now we have been told from the very beginning, no meat eating, no intoxication, no gambling, no illicit sex. This has been hammered into us. But still, I want to do that. So rebellious. Like Balram, his mother or father says, don't do this, he will say, I will do this. Correct? So this tendency, it has not come from this birth alone. It has come from us from time immemorial. We have defied all the laws of God. All the laws of God we have defied. That too very nicely, not one or two times, thousands of times. There is one great saint in the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. His name is Yamunacharya. He says, he has written one very nice book. I have that book. It's called Bhakti Lata or Bhakti Sudha. In that, he says, he is a saint of very big reputation. He confesses in that shloka, my dear Lord, what the society considers to be very bad, very abominable, which should never be done, that I have done umpteen number of times. And now I am standing in front of you. When the time has come to eat all the results of those bad activities I have done, now I am standing in front of you asking for forgiveness. Because I am afraid of the reactions that I am going to get. So I am standing in front of you with supplication. So this is, now I am doing some arati or I am chanting some rounds, that I have become a perfect devotee. Never. The moment you think like that, you are gone. So such great stalwart saints like Yamunacharya, they are standing in front of the Lord and they are praying that I am nothing. I have sinned so many times. So what is our position? Yamunacharya, if he says like that, what is my position? What is our position? So always be humble, as Prabhuji rightly said. And when you read this shloka, you understand that our position is we are in a very delicate and very awkward position. So unless and until you accept Krishna that he is the recipient of all the sacrifices, whatever austerities we do, whatever tapasya you do, everything ultimately goes to him. So if you can understand this, with all your negativity, with all your frailties, Krishna will give you 35 out of 100 and they will say, you are passed. Correct? Not to think that, I have written very nicely, I will apply for a re-examination. Children talk like that, no? I will apply for a re-examination. That is not possible. You have to go in front of Krishna, raise your hand and say, my dear Lord, this is my position. I am a sinner. I am a sinner. I have sinned so many times. But out of your causeless mercy, you have sent a guru to me. He has accepted me as his disciple. And he has given me a new name, a new lease of life. So, I am standing in front of you with all my frailties, all my negativities. Kindly accept me in your service. When we can, with a supplication to Krishna like this, that is our only hope. Guru is our only hope. Krishna is our only hope. Otherwise, we are in a very hopeless situation. Yeah, I am sorry to be negative, but this is the truth. So, we have to develop that humility. So, go to Krishna and confess. I always used to say, there are certain things which you cannot even confess to your wife or husband or father or mother. Correct? Young students, they talk between friends, but they don't have the guts to go and tell something to their parents. Why? Because they will get rebuked actually. But with Krishna, it is not like Atma Nivedanam. You can sit in front of the Lord and pour your heart out. My dear Lord, I am like this. So Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam, Pada Sevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam. Atma Nivedanam is the final limb of Bhakti Yoga. Now is the Bhakti. Atma Nivedanam means pour your heart out. Tell Krishna, my dear Lord, I am suffering from Kama, I am suffering from Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. All these qualities, the 6 enemies, I have full. Like Krishna is full in all the 6 opulences, we are full in all the Arishadvargas, 6 enemies, complete, full. So, you are our only hope. So, with this mood, if we can go to Krishna and pray every day, then there is hope. It is not a hopeless situation. Krishna, although he has put us in this material world, he has also given us Bhagavad Gita, he has given us Bhagavatam, he has given us Guru, he has given us the association of all the devotees. So, we still have hope. And 10,000 years from Chaitanya, 500 years back, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came. After the 10,000 years, he is going to be the golden period. At least in that period, we should aspire to go back home, back to God. Otherwise, it is going to become very terrible. Already we are seeing the effects of Kali Yuga. It's so horrible. So let us all aspire that in this Janma itself, we will go back home, back to Godhead, not to come here and suffer. Thank you very much.
नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसकुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदाभियो लोकालकममानं वरं रसमदन्तदुदृश्यं मुहुर्नेत्रयुग्मं रजतां करमोदयुग्मेन Gambha Ekakakanta Damodaram Bhaktiman Jidrasvalila Vimananda Kunde Gosham Nimadjantam Yapayantam Jadiye Kingadentu Bhakte Jitatam Name Matatam Jatavratiman Devam Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha, Jaya Radha Damodara Radha Damodara Radha, Jaya Vrindavaneshwari Radhe Radhe, Jaya Vrindavaneshwari Radhe Radhe, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
श्री राधा दामोदर भगवान की
जय।
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, for the health, peace, prosperity, well-being and advancement in spiritual life for all the other assembled devotees here, we will offer a prayer to Shri Shri Prahlad Narasimhadev Bhagwan. Puro Shri Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Bhakta Prahlad Maharaj ki
Jai.
Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Gurudev Maharaj ki
Jai.
Namaste
Narasimhaya, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jai Jagadish Hare, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Narasimhadev, Jaya Bhaktiman, Jaya Bhaktiman, Jaya Bhaktiman, Jaya Bhaktiman, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva, Jaya Gurudeva.
Bolo Vigna Vinashpati Narasimhadev Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Bhakta Shiromani Prahlad Maharaj ki
Jai.
Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki
Jai.
Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Gurudev Maharaj ki
Jai.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe
जय जय श्री राधे श्याम, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम.
ಪಡೆದ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರವ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಡಬಹುದು, ಪಡೆದ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರವ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹೊರಡಬಹುದು. ಮಡದಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಕಡೆಗೆ ತೊಲಗಿಸಿಯೇ ಬಿಡಬಹುದು, ಮಡದಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಕಡೆಗೆ ತೊಲಗಿಸಿಯೇ ಬಿಡಬಹುದು. ಕಡಲೊಡೆಯ ನಿನ್ನಡಿಯ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಬಿಡಲಾಗದು, ಬಿಡಲಾಗದು, ಬಿಡಲಾಗದು. ತೊರೆದು ಜೀವಿಸಬಹುದೇ ಹರಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣಗಳ, ತೊರೆದು ಜೀವಿಸಬಹುದೇ ಹರಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣಗಳ. ಬರಿದೆ ಮಾತೆ ಕಿನ್ನು ಅರಿತು ಪೇಳುವೆನಯ್ಯ, ಬರಿದೆ ಮಾತೆ ಕಿನ್ನು ಅರಿತು ಪೇಳುವೆನಯ್ಯ. ತೊರೆದು ಜೀವಿಸಬಹುದೇ ಹರಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣಗಳ. ತಾಯಿ ತಂದೆಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಪವ ಮಾಡಲು ಬಹುದು, ತಾಯಿ ತಂದೆಯ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ತಪವ ಮಾಡಲು ಬಹುದು. ದಾಯಾದಿ ಬಂಧುಗಳ ಬಿಡಲು ಬಹುದು, ದಾಯಾದಿ ಬಂಧುಗಳ ಬಿಡಲು ಬಹುದು. ರಾಯತಾ ಮುನಿದರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನೇ ಬಿಡಬಹುದು, ರಾಯತಾ ಮುನಿದರೆ ರಾಜ್ಯವನ್ನೇ ಬಿಡಬಹುದು. ಕಾಯ ಜಾಪಿತ ನಿನ್ನ ಅಡಿಯ ಬಿಡಲಾಗದು, ಬಿಡಲಾಗದು, ಬಿಡಲಾಗದು. ತೊರೆದು ಜೀವಿಸಬಹುದೇ ಹರಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣಗಳ, ತೊರೆದು ಜೀವಿಸಬಹುದೇ ಹರಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣಗಳ. ಬರಿದೆ ಮಾತೆ ಕಿನ್ನು ಅರಿತು ಪೇಳುವೆನಯ್ಯ, ಬರಿದೆ ಮಾತೆ ಕಿನ್ನು ಅರಿತು ಪೇಳುವೆನಯ್ಯ. ತೊರೆದು ಜೀವಿಸಬಹುದೇ ಹರಿ ನಿನ್ನ ಚರಣಗಳ.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,